Jack the pumpkin. Jack the adorable pumpkin cake. He's not just a pumpkin cake, he's a pumpkin surprise cake. Which means that there's candies and sprinkles on the created in a bundt cake pan. Use a bundt cake pan because I figured that it already kind of looks like. Now with a cookie cutter, I'm just opening the hole in the middle of the bundt cake so I can fill more candy in it. And added my first layer of cream cheese buttercream. Cream cheese buttercream and pumpkin cake go together so well. Then I add my second layer of cake and repeat that process over again. I'm basically building my bundt cake on top of each other. One is upside down and the other one is right side up. And if you can tell, I accidentally put the third layer upside down, like an entire cake, a crumb coat. And make sure that I get the inside of the cake as well to get all of that texture back. I'm just using all of the grooves that are still on the cake to dictate where all of these slits will go. Then I gave this baby another crumb coat. First I was using my offset spatula. It's not just Jack, he's also Sam. Dun dun dun! Pumpkins, we got worms, we got candy corns, and last but not least we got sprinkles. I added some cream onto the rim of the hole, and then I placed in a cake just to seal in all of the candies. And with a little bit of water, I just ran my hands over the surface of the cake as much as I could, and then just cut away the small amounts of extra fondant that I had left over. Cooking as fast as I can. Now I was really scared that the fondant was gonna crust, and I didn't want that. Sorry about my head, get it in the way. A ball fondant tool very gently to create some crevices for Jack's. I re-rolled the fondant to be about 1/8 of an inch thick, and with a large piping tip I cut out larger circles. I placed the smaller circles under, and then I use a little bit of white fondant to create some catch lights so his eyes sparkle. It makes him look so adorable. Rolled out some green fondant into a cylinder shape to create the top of the pumpkin. Now I cut the top off with a pair of scissors so it just looks really rough looking. I'm just trying to create like an organic looking shape like a real pumpkin. And I'm using a paring knife to give this like a hair curl. It's so cute. This side of the pumpkin was super simple compared to the other side, so let's get to Sam. Now for Sam, I cut some light orange fondant to go on the inside of his left eye. And I just used some fondant tools to push it into the socket. Now this isn't his eyeball yet. Now I used my fondant tool to make some space for us, and hopefully when this is done it looks like it's infected. I don't know, that's what I want. Once I was finished with that, it was time to look more real. Just worked my way down to the bottom of the pumpkin. Even though Sam looks terrible, he's actually royalty. Sam and Jack some light orange and black into the right eye as well. Then just dirtied it up with some black and red food coloring. Now I did add some blood dripping down his mouth, but I thought that that was too much. So with a cotton ball and some vodka, I just wiped all of that mess. Yellow and brown to make it look like hay from a pumpkin patch. And voila! Jack and Sam, the notorious two-faced pumpkin, was done. Actually no, because when you cut into it and you see all of the candies on the inside, then it's done. You got cake, you got candy, you're gonna raise your blood sugar. If you're diabetic, don't